Yo, Simply Better crew, welcome back to the channel. This is the prelude before we get into universe mode. So basically what we're going to be going over in this little prelude episode of universe is we're going to make adjustments, probably move a couple people to different shows, keep certain tag teams or cut certain tag teams and stuff like that. Basically this will be the setup video and it's not going to be that long because basically I already have the idea on what I want to do. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to hop into it. We're going to get everything going. So yeah, man, let's do it. I'm on the Raw roster right now because Raw is the show that is going to kick things off, obviously. So this is the idea that I'm going to have behind my universe. Let me let you guys know before we get into this. It's going to be a modern day type universe, meaning like, okay, we got Raw and SmackDown. So most of the people are going to stay on, you know, the brands that they're already on. But here's what I'm thinking though. So check this out, right? There is one man in particular that I want to move from Raw to SmackDown. And I think it's a dope idea and I think it's going to work out extremely well. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to move NEVILLE over to SmackDown. We're also going to move 2 more cruiserweights over to SmackDown. We're also going to make some releases too. I totally forgot about that. So we just moved NEVILLE to SmackDown. He's going to be on the blue brand, on the blue team. And here's what we're going to do now. We're going to make some cuts. And these are guys that I don't want in the universe at the moment. They might come back, make some appearances, blah, blah, blah. But number 1 is going to be Big Show. I like Big Show. I just don't really have any use for him in my universe at the moment. I don't have any ideas for the Big Show right now. And the same will follow with Mark Henry. You know, they're both older guys, kind of just get them out a little bit and, you know, maybe bring them back later on, but we'll see. We'll have to see because I don't have any room for them really. Oh, also, I almost forgot. What we're going to do is this too. We're going to go ahead and drop off Triple H. He's not really an active wrestler, but Triple H is that guy that will bring back periodically and do things with. And obviously it'll be a surprise and stuff like that. You guys won't know until you see the damn thing unfold. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Triple H, he's a free agent. Okay. I'm also going to cut people that were released recently, but they can always make a return back to the universe. You know what I'm saying? So like they won't fully be gone because obviously like I'm gonna want Emma to probably maybe come back. I don't know. We'll have to see how everything goes, but I kind of want to start it off like this, a little realistic in a way. And let me check the Raw roster real quick, make sure everything is good. So the roster for the most part, it looks good for Raw, but I want to move 2 more cruiserweights over to SmackDown. So that's what I'm gonna do because the cruiserweight division in my universe it's gonna be non-existent. As you guys know, you can only have 1 major, 1 minor tag titles and a women's belt. You can't have like multiple titles on a show and have like a ranking system for it. That made me realize that the cruiserweight title was going to be pointless and like it'll be better to give these dudes opportunities for the IC and US and stuff like that. And with that being said, I'm going to move Cedric Alexander over to SmackDown with Neville. I think there will be a better opportunity for Cedric over on SmackDown than there would be on Raw. And I'm also going to move Brian Kendrick over to SmackDown with Neville and Cedric Alexander. I feel like that's a nice, you know, little trio going over to SmackDown in a way, and they will have better opportunities. I was thinking about moving Swan over to SmackDown, but I already have an idea on what I want to do with Swan, so he's going to stay on Raw. So now we're checking out the SmackDown roster. We're going to make sure everything looks good with this before we move forward. Obviously, we're going to go ahead and axe Brie. Like I said, we're going to make cuts and all that stuff. They can come back. Like I said, I can bring these people back, but for the most part, I want to keep it realistic, like starting off at the bat. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get rid of Undertaker too. He's somebody that will be brought back as well. He'll be like Triple H because I don't want to completely just be done with Taker. So he'll make surprise appearances and we'll set up for feuds and matches and stuff like that with Taker later on. Okay, so everything is good on the SmackDown roster. We're good with that. We're going to go ahead and move on to tag teams. Okay, so these are the teams that I am keeping in the universe at the moment. They're going to be together and all this stuff. I'm going to keep American Alpha together. I like both of them together and I think they're a dope tag team. So they will continue to be a tag team in my universe. Who knows for the time? We'll see what the deal is with that. Obviously, we're going to keep the Ascension, Authors of Pain, which brings me to something that I will mention later on after we get through with the tag teams. Breezango, the Colognes. I'm going to keep Enzo and Cass together too. It's the same thing with American Alpha. They're better together than they are apart, in my opinion. And I think they would just be good just to be in the tag division. So they will stay together for sure. We got the Club, Heath Slater and Rhino, the Hype Bros, New Day Revival, Rollins and Ambrose, Sanity, Sheamus and Cesaro, TM61, and the Usos. Those are the tag teams. Eventually, I will get to the point where I will probably start forming my own tag teams with certain people. Let's say if people aren't really like gelling as a singles guy, they will be brought together probably. I'll probably bring somebody else and somebody else together who are in slumps, and then boom, they can form a tag team and we'll go from there and we'll see what happens. We'll see what unfolds. This will be my first universe mode ever recorded or done on YouTube. So so it might be a little shaky at first, but once I get the pace down and the rhythm and everything, we'll be good, trust me. Now, here's what I'm thinking about NXT. There will be call-ups. I don't think I'm gonna do the NXT show as a show for my universe. I think that will be just a little feeder system, and then when it's time for me to call somebody up, boom, we're calling them up, and it's gonna be dope. I did not mean to hit my mic, so I'm sorry about that. But like I was saying, when I feel the need to call somebody up, let's say like Ono, I'm gonna call Ono up, and his ass is gonna make an impact. Same with like anybody that gets called up, they're gonna make an impact for the most part. There will be some people that I have an idea that, you know, I'll call them up and like they won't have that big of an impact like certain people that I have in my mind. So it's definitely gonna be a fun little ride. Like I said, this is my first universe mode, so it might be a little rocky at the start with doing things, but then we'll iron everything out and everything will be cool. And I hope you guys are ready for this because it's gonna be awesome. Also, I almost forgot. So talking about NXT reminded me to do this. So we're gonna take him off of NXT and we're gonna put him on SmackDown. And then the same with Asuka. We're gonna go ahead and throw her over on Raw. Okay, guys, so this will be how the universe is going to go. Hopefully you guys are ready for it. Hopefully you guys are hyped for it. And hopefully you guys are down with it. I know there's gonna be some people that are gonna like be like, oh, hey, mate, what about this guy over here? Like, oh, blah, blah. Like, I know. If you guys want to give any opinion on the prelude or whatever I'm doing right now, I'm totally cool with that. Any type of feedback is great, but at the moment this is what we're gonna be rocking with, and yeah, that's how it's gonna be. Like I said, there will be NXT call-ups, there will be excitement, there will be dope things happening here in the Simply Better universe, and it's gonna be a good time, man. It really is. So I hope you guys are stoked for it. I will see you guys in the next video. I told you this was gonna be really short, and it was. So I will see you guys in the next one, all right? And I'm out.